All we want for see.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Till the end they say. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Till the end they say. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see.
Vote without violence.
Vote.
Good afternoon and welcome to the program Current Events, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. We will bring the program can to you. Me your name na AMADU S-Bar.
Me your name na EZEKIEL KOROMA.
Inside the program Current Events, we talk about seeing them where they happen and we can't see like now. Seeing them where they happen na the city. Remember say you self can be part of this program here, so by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments now we comment section. Go read them out. Yourself can call and tell me what's in the happen now you young area now. What's in the current event, you say you find yourself. Is it anything where you want to let TDN Africa Media know about so that we go report? Because we there so for bring you independent, credible and non-biased news. Continue for the watch the show as we there so for the talk about what's in the happen now we continue Mama Saloon. We'll go for a short break and as we come back, we can begin the discussion proper one.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All All we want for sin, all we want for
More to
sin.
the violence.
See the end, they say, all we want for
More to
sin.
the violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
More to
sin.
the violence.
Welcome back, family with the listen we another program current event. Today we get the way we want to share with you now. Like the ECSL done full then jobs adverts for recruit for the elections June 2024, and also the Sierra Leone police don't receive 25 vehicles and 10 cameras, and also of course the SLPP they get in campaign inside the capital city, and we also want to talk about one of the stakeholders of the APC don't go na corner for scatter the message of peace. So now then here we get for talk. So now the program today, and just like we say, you can comment now with Facebook page and YouTube, and also you can make your concern by calling the number where they appear on the screen.
So the program they continue, and just like what my colleague don't say in our airline today, inside the capital city of Freetown, now the Sierra Leone People's Party, now then you day for campaign. If we all know, 2 days ago, now the All People's Congress then been get a day for campaign at the capital city of Freetown, and today now the Sierra Leone People's Party now then get the Freetown date. And we understand, say, then self, they make sure, say, the supporters then converge na the Atuga Mini Stadium, to say, na they then for go address them later in the day, but then get different areas from this morning where I think they've been on there around with them campaigns. You know, Ezekiel, the trend of campaign right now really look unique. It's the first of its kind ever in the history of Sierra Leone.
Yeah, sure. For the fact that them ban the street rally, I make a more special to waiting the rallies the way they know they happen at the country. Yeah, so they're so special that you know they get again that huge number of people they come on the street. You know, I say then and they whenever we get a campaigns or political campaigns in the city, it can hamburg the traffic, and it can cause a lot of havoc them at the road, like the traders thinking always a complaint say then damage their business or then thief them, you know, all anything, and also even the office worker then also affected, you know, when they come back from their workplace, some man they come work in the afternoon, like the medical staff. So all anything they can disturb. So like this one now, it look more organized, because you know, so even for access the places inside and they get in meetings, not with that huge number they can go. You know, if I not say they can go one or little small number we can go for access to place there. Yeah, so I believe say that is completely different from the previous campaigns they move they get in the country.
Yeah, myself one for throw lights in Dande, like which you say Sonomo. The campaign trend way the country they go with right now really unique, and it gets in your own style really, because normally we don't use for see if they say today now for instance this party now then gets like who say na SLPP the home day. You go don't see so many things then we don't they happen at the state. But you see, say, through the wisdom of the PPIC, looking at the political tension at the country, looking at how the trend they go right now politically, then demand fit say, you know what, law ban a political rally. Now law get the politician them for the get community engagement with the people them, come with them in a particular sport. Side and go address them. Of course, you go still get the political party supporters them for be excited always within the day and then forum the day. But at least the fact say they get a particular area usai na day then they meet and na day then they show that the excitement they at least it shows some amount of peacefulness in the country. Although on another aspect of the freedom of association and all that, it infringe on the human rights of so many people. Then people that we get a legal standing, don't say that. So we on several occasions that PPIC not really get the right for ban people them from not rallying, especially political parties. But eventually you see the political parties then sign to them. That is to say, maybe there's everyone give a try and see like, okay, more left the Galiba now, but let's see how we call people and waiting it look like. So I mean, it's a good thing because we see, like you say rightly today, then there's the APC come out. Although there is some amount of violence we happen, I mean, certain people and the way they attack, but we don't get that issue of where Makitu and them in the lay complaint say, oh, they don't kind of rob all the business of me, oh, they don't jog me this, then we're not getting kind of story than they, you know, because the political parties, them, again, we're glad they comport themselves. Because if the political parties continue this way, then we sure say we go get a peaceful and free, fair, especially a violence-free election. We just hope that, especially the incumbent government, then get great role for play in terms of the maintenance of the peace. Because, like you state rightly, on the day where the APC come out, several things then they will happen where people then highlight. To the point that you get a popular man by the name of Arata, they go attack the former mayor in entourage. Yeah. So all things then they are something where the incumbent government for be very, very careful with, because now then they have power, anything will happen, then we blame them. So, but for let family them know this is not current event. We want for make know say as present politically, because right now not in order for talk about an election, because all man want for no waiting go determine with it for the next 5 years. So today the Sierra Leone People's Party now then the campaign na the western area where na Freetown go side we find we say. And until we all know the campaign style right now, so we're not going to see them they go and dance in the streets. But then get for meet na a particular side, who side them political leaders, then get for address them. The program we watch, if you just join with a current event, remember say you yourself can be part of this program. Yeah, so by way where you go send your text message. So the number where they shown on the screen, or you call as well. You also left comments in the comment section, both on YouTube, on Facebook. This is TDN Africa Media, as we there so for they bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. Ezekiel, the program still continue. You know, say the campaign fever. You know?
Yeah. You chose some areas where like the PRC for condemn the party rally campaigns. You know, say maybe there is no other option for especially the opposition parties for make them disagree the statement. That's on that side they are the look at them, you know, because we know say the capital city we know within a campaign can be. You find out say we get the political party we get so much strength when at the APC, then get strength in terms of the city and whenever they can come up with that kind of huge number. So like even though there are things that will happen, but again, maybe if you allow supporters to parade the street joyfully with the candidates, you know, the streets, maybe that again they go look fine and nice. If no more outside law and order there, in their supporters there, you know, and again sometimes most often not to like the supporters themselves can cause the problem. You know, that people away from the other political parties can come and destroy, you know, they want their own activity. So, and for the fact that now they don't come on, so the blame get for be shifted to them. So maybe now on these grounds, PPRCC say, okay, I think say it's better off that we just totally ban and political rallies. And when you look at the tension of the politics, how it is now, you know, I think myself agree to that because anyway, there are a lot of things that will happen. So like, it better way that street rally no day because we say for day, you know, say we get some songs them way, you know, different artists they don't pull
exactly,
you know, against the ruling party,
mm-hmm.
And I believe say their songs and they only fine or fit when you get a political street rally.
Yeah.
Now you go enjoy the songs and some of these songs the message is not actually gets no good because they try for mock other person. They even go to the extent begin the cause. You know, so like if you look at that side there, you go say okay, better than ban. You know, in the interim we side and can go meet up. You know, there is the time force when they set for do the campaigns it's too small. You know, from I think from 8 o'clock or 9 to 5 o'clock. So if you say they play music, you go waste the time again for cover all the other areas. You know, so like then just to make our become professional, how it happen at the other countries, they will like, you know, they read this is stone, this is a beginning up what cover, you know, against a campaign. Yeah. So it's very, very nice, and I think for the fact that the government try, maybe we'll get for continue with that kind of trend how for they do with political campaigns because we don't want for disturb people who will not join the campaigns. We don't want for disturb them peace. Some man they work, some man they doing business, some man this that. So we don't want for disturb them one and they let the campaign go on smoothly whilst other businesses they go on. You know, so now that's Mr. the CM, and again, since we get the SFPP they do the campaign today, and APC will get a report of the mayor say they attack him and other half in there. So we they hope and see how the SFPP themselves they do the campaign today, and we would assess and see how the police get for react, and some of these violence in the way they go on or whatever things we get for come up at the end of the campaign. We hope and see. We know they say we look forward to violence, no, but we hope and see how the outcome of the campaign for be today, because in as much as the APC then do their own and the mayor come up on social media and post say then attack him, and he clearly name the person we
lead the attack.
You know? Yeah, so like we also and see say how the outcome of the SLPP the young campaign will look like today. You know, yes, AMADU.
Yeah, definitely. We hope and pray that the Sierra Leone People's Party, themselves, the young campaign go end peaceful one today. Because as much as what you see in social media, especially with the former mayor in post, it really unfortunate for Lord don't see that kind of post from him. But if that's the reality, let the people them we do face the full consequences of the law. And we've been talking about that earlier. The leaders then they don't sign to peace. And some of the things they will sign to in this peace agreements. Now, number one, say them for disassociate themselves from any party member where they think say one for encourage violence, or they perpetrate in violence, especially for intimidate other people them, or make them not get the right to them political participation, which you not tell well. We in a modern world now. Sierra Leone is a civilized country. I mean, we expected for be the anthem of West Africa. Now we first realize what's in and call Western education at this part of the world. So people they really expect much from we as citizens. So we got to really try to maintain the peace. And yesterday, day before yesterday, when the APC been they do their own political campaigns. We've been talking to the SLPP party supporter them, say them for avoid. So today the APC supporter them, una give them chance. Exactly. Today na their own day. Let them show themselves at the capital city of Freetown. Let them do what they want to do. Where on our own day come back, una show them back, and una self get to our own tendencies. Like we say no more. This politics where they now, it not sound like the politics that day. Yeah. Now the politics this way we all get for conscious. At least now, it don't be a responsibility to then the politician then now for visit every community for go sell their ideas. Because today, when they gather, we no more they go and dance behind them. Something I mean make you not understand what's in the promise we. But now when they get for organize and say, okay, when I come at this point or we come meet soon at this point, local address sooner, we go pay attention. We go pay attention. So this particular election, we all for be very, very peaceful. Peaceful to the highest degree. Show your patriotism by being a peaceful Sierra Leonean. Let you somebody not get misunderstanding because of this election. Where June 24 can just know inside this 2023. We don't done with that. Sure. We barely get like 23 days, 24, making 24 and vote with the vote. So 23 days to election, you not forget misunderstanding with anybody where you think say now you good person for any politician. Sure. Because like we say, then the politician then whoever remain for be peaceful to themselves. You know they ever hear them. You go hear and say somebody in supporter don't go cost the other person, but you not go hear and say the other person don't cost that person. That now for tell you say they know what thing that they do. Sure. They don't want for disrespect themselves in the process of election. They don't want for lost relationship with them not be long ago in the process of election. So me and you as supporters, we for try for reframe for from then thing then we get misunderstanding as people. So as a people this particular time around this election, let us pay attention. Like where some people they campaign so today, we remind everybody, you know, APC supporter, like now you junction and they can pass. If you know say you know you be where then the pass now you junction, go lock yourself now you home. Yeah. Because what happen, we don't go want a case where then go say, oh now you go ignite them. You know say not so you own day, then you come out not it. This election, yeah, so we all wish for like be peaceful, free, fair, and credible so that we all go enjoy Mama Salon in peaceful one. If you just join with the program where you watch, now current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media, yourself can be part of this program here so by calling the number where they at the screen. And you can also tell we what's in they happen, like what's in they happen, who say you find yourself now. You go able to tell we what's in they happen to you, they give you the opportunity or make you speak now this program here so that the world will hear you. Remember, say this na TDN Africa Media, and we're there so for bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. We still continue with the program, and we want to go straight to the ECSL topic.
Yeah, the ECSL, they don't pull the job adverts for recruits up to 91,311 staff. Purposely for work during the election, and then pull various positions them where then gaps to Sierra Leoneans. You will meet the requirements you get for apply, you know, and some of the positions now you get polling centers managers, you get preceding officer, voter identification officers, you get voter identification officers, you get polling centers, queue controllers, you get ballot paper issuer, they get ballot box controller. Yeah, so these are some of the positions and this way they need, and the total number of staffs where they need for work for the entire country 91,311. Yeah.
Well, that is a good news for young people. Them we need job, especially during the election.
Exactly.
At least then they could be one of a national service where anybody go want to be part of.
Yeah.
You know, we just hope that the recruitment will be done in the way they're really supposed to do it. They're not going to for recruit person based on the tribe or the region where you come out.
Sure.
And then another question where somebody will get for ask. Because we all know how anything then they can happen.
Sure.
So we hope that then go recruit people then based on the requirements where they don't put as against the positions where they want to let them occupy.
Sure.
Then something we then get for really take into high consideration.
Sure.
Because you want to make sure say if I apply and I know say I qualify, I forget the job. Then when I get the job, waiting due me, I forget her. Because we don't then cases then they again. After we people then cannot work for the ECSL before ECSL neck. By then people then get for the suffer before then they pay them. And even with the ECSL we see the same situation. After we people then don't suffer with the distribution of the voters ID card, they can come back and can begin the seek for the duly salary where they don't promise them. And we also see after the verification as well, we see that kind of situation there. So it's good that the ECSL now want to create job for young people then, because I do believe that you get a huge chunk of young people then way past that number we then need self within this country.
Sure.
We don't get nothing for do. And it is also an advantage for at least able for get young people them involved in the electionary process as well. So we just hope that then go do the recruitment the right way, because then again now the big question mark. Exactly. Now the announcement will be made, but is the recruitment going to be done in the right manner? So for let people not go doubt the process, the ECSL get for be very, very much cautious when then they do the recruitment. Then for do them impartially to the point that who that qualified they get the job, and people them were willing for serve Sierra Leone, they're not willing for can serve somebody in detail. Because that's another thing again.
Yeah.
Where people then go on for ask. Let it be say na citizen them within the hire, we then come in the electoral process. If they see anything wrong, then go get the integrity for say, look, me and mix, I don't pull me out.
Yeah, you're right, AMADU, in the area of the ECSL recruitment. You know, over the years, we get problem with this recruitment thing, you know. Like say, you see somebody go down, make the effort for apply.
Yeah.
They don't go in photocopies, all in credentials and submit them. And then do the shortlisting, the person name come, they go the exams, and do the final shortlisting. You know, upon the time that for go receive detailed information on how or for post you now you center, now they group can come. You know, you can go now other person name immediately. You know, these are issues where it happen. You know, recently we see one way happen at the police. You know, people we don't train so much, train. At the end of the day, when they put a final list, and the one we train, some of them the names are not there. So that's the kind of thing, you know. And like you say, let the recruitment be done impartial and not to let favoritism not the day, tribalism not the day, regionalism not the day. Because if you look at this national election, and some of them place there, it's fine for let you take somebody within another place there.
Exactly.
Because it is easy out. Some man not use the condition of the weather, and the election get for be commenced during the rainy season.
Yeah.
You know, and some man for even access go drinking water is a problem, or access a bigger town where you go able get some good food, now a big problem. So like this not simple job for you do. Now make when I go through the applications, the requirements. Now WAS, if you get your WAS, pass them, you qualify. You get your certificates like the police centers managers, like you get your diploma, you qualify, or your certificate, you qualify, something like that. So but we they just tell the ECSS that let this process be fair and free, and let there be clean recruitment where we not go any grumbles, that. So again, in terms of logistics, again, this is one concern, because over the years we can really say after the polling stations they all close, people don't cast them votes, for make the ECSL go and collect the materials, it can turn problem. Yeah. The people can stay there for long hours, some can almost one sleep there before they able to come and collect them things. And not able to go inside without, give back with the give.
It's true.
So like this again a concern for the workers them. And again in the logistics side, you're not able to provide waiting the people they need, waiting when I say that this they need for making them get, which it takes, let there be enough, everything for being enough, pen, papers, all anything, and they staff them for get them, for strain, because I believe this now, when I don't do na budget, the funding don't do, when I don't do all things for just run the elections that day. So we don't foresee in a case wherein gets problems in terms of logistics.
Exactly.
And not aside again, we want to foresee how the staffs and go maintain that work ethics.
Yeah.
And during the elections,
Exactly.
some at times intend for be arrogant on the voters them, and which is not fine. And no one foreseeing a situation wherein people go into fighting with incumbent voter or next staff where they control the queue, going to fight because of the kind of statements where the ECSL staff give to the person where they go casting vote. So no one foresee that kind of situation in there, And another thing also, we they take cognizance of the fact that at times the people don't try so much for make them work harder, and when it comes to payment, we begin get a kind of stagger, we begin get a kind of delay in the ECSL. So and somebody not go down labor so much for work during the elections. At the end of the day, pay them, and go tell well, this to make the now go lost integrity in the people, and so for them ECSI will maintain the integrity. They actually need for commit to them promises. Any of them promises will they make to them staff the airway then get for recruit. They need for at the end of the day they need for fulfill this one, so that the staff themselves go happy and then go congratulate at the end of the day. And the other thing again, we need for discuss around this stuff again, that the ECSL need for actually maintain that kind of free and fair conduct of the election. We don't want to see in any case the staff then begin to detect for people inside the polling centers. We get people who are disabled, we get the blind, we get the old people who not even able for dip in finger na the ballots or na the paper the ballot paper. So we want to see that kind of way they be play free and fair. If not somebody else for help that person there, let them communicate them, and the person votes fine at the end of the day. But we know for seeing in any case, we see a staff begin to dictate the person where they casting votes on who side, on which person wait for votes.
Yeah.
You know, we don't foresee the kind case day. We don't foresee the staff interfere in the process of the voting. You know, by you go near them and begin to show them, say, okay, put yonder, or make yonder. You know, like I say, you get the blind where like they know they see, but like they want self go exercise the voting rights, the civic rights, or cast the vote on the president we don't want. So we don't foresee any dictate from the ECL and staffs during that election term, because this again it undermine the success of the elections. You know, so we want to get the best from this 91,911 staff where ECSL get for recruits. We want to get the best from them. We want to see at the end of the day, and even the party agents and from all the political parties will get for represent.
Yeah.
And then police centers, you know, not go grumble, not go come with the message say, na so then do, na so then do. You know, because we don't hear anything there, even the by-elections where they go on over the years. You know, they kind of see how the ECSL staff can behave. You know, now during the elections we are in, maybe the party agents want to know certain person or want to confirm the name of this person we come. You want to get the name, the name of that person there. You know, I witnessed one situation we are in. Then we get a by-elections at the peninsula. Okay. Where, like we go cover there, and we see in a situation we are in. One of the political party agents want to know whether this person, he want to confirm the name, because you know it looked that over the name, and so when you want to get the attention of the ECSL and staff, a kind of in response to the person, it looked negative. And the boys have been so smart that instead he stand on what he stand on until 2-3 people then come inside and try to solve the situation. So at this time now, we don't have to see that kind of situation and they happen. We are in, you know, somebody want for confirm name, or somebody want for confirm this person actually if na ya a registrar. And if Naya a name fall, you know, if you want to confirm that one day, let them jam the right, because now in right for let you know whether then qualify for both in that center.
Exactly.
You know, I listened to one of the adverts where ECSA don't pull in relation to how people and for vote, how they for cast a vote. You know, one of the things them where they state is you need for go at the center, we say you register. You know, if you need to go to that center, they will say you register. And we get the issue of where, you know, they send people in names now other centers.
Yeah.
And now they don't pull message say one of the steps and way you for votes, now you for go to the site.
So you register.
You register.
Yeah.
So you see, and so if person now that center they register, he go there for go vote, and he gets his slip. He not able to get in voter ID, but he get that slip where ECSL BM. They at the end of the day, they understand say in name no DD, but now they register. These are some of the things where I believe say party agents want for. Curious for know about.
Exactly.
You know, because we know they see any like they don't set to that area there. I know they see anything like they don't set to that area there, whether for relocate the one the way the names on don't fall in other centers or call them back at the centers. Well, I don't know if they don't solve that one day. But like what I try to say is that when that issue they will come up during the elections, and the person it gets evidence saying Nayanda a register, and party agents say, well, the person they will give them the right to make a vote Naya, you know, and we are as the other party they deny say no. In name no there, even though Naya register, but in name no there na the book. So
yeah.
like ECSL for look into all of them small things here for address them now before we go into elections, because then it can affect the strongholds of the political parties.
Exactly.
We are in this now the strongholds of the political party. Let's say for SFPP, now the strongholds now Kailao and Kenema. Then this person not come for casting votes, but in name not in that center.
Yeah.
You know, they not the book, register book. But now the person register, and the other political party they say no, this person for the fact that in name not in the book, you know, for register, you know, but in name, but the originally not the person register. So ECSL need for go into these areas and try to solve down it now before we go into the elections. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't talk so much.
No. I agree with you in all what you say, and I want to say plenty thank you to you for what you able for touch all the side them way we really need for touch, because professionalism now one of the thing and back again where the one that we then get for it could get for really like imbibe, and then get for sure. I'm not so for imbibe, but then get for sure professionalism.
Exactly.
Because one of the things that way we get for no anybody we get for work for ECSL for no say the work for Mama Salon. So you get for like really do in the interest of the country, because we all know say now only when we work in the interest of this country, so now we were able to change the dynamics of the how thing and they go. But if for instance ECSL can give the opportunity for work, then you now when you go for go work, you say this opportunity are they use them for represent me party now.
Sure.
No,
sure.
You know for BISO. You know for BISO. That is why you get forget representative them where then they now for party business no more bet. Then call them party agents. You now a staff of the ECSL, we mean say now una get the responsibility for ensure say we get a credible free fair election, especially like when they can recruit una so. So if you fortunate for friend yourself as one of the ECSL staff, especially to be the young people there, just know say now your first opportunity now you don't get to for serve the country.
Yeah.
So you for do them with a clear mind, you for do them with clean hearts. Anything where you do with clean hearts, blessing they must follow you. Now that's me believe, and I believe say we get for fortunate or una we get for fortunate. Do ya? Una get for be very conscious and no say una the serve Sierra Leone for the first time, and una for do them with credibility, because at the end of the day, anything will happen. You yourself, you go search your conscience and say, hey, if I be know I not be a partaker of this particular thing, we make this the lead we into this kind of thing. So if you're fortunate to find yourself among the one then way then go get for recruits, do them with all your heart, because you will be serving Mama Salon for that 1 month day. And where they serve Mama Salon, you get for do them with clean hand. Where they serve you, Mama, you have to serve you, Mama, you make sure say you get all the blessing where you're supposed to forget. So whosoever way fortunate for finding self among the 91 plus people that way then go get for recruits for work across the country for the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, please do that in the interest of Mama Salom. Bear in mind that you not go there for let them go manipulate you. Anything where you see say no good, say you know what, me I don't resign, me I not there again. Respect past Belfu, and as something that they will person get for take very seriously. The program where you watch now, current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say you yourself can be part of this program here, so by way where you go call or send text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in our comment section. We go for a short break. When we come back, we can continue with the program.
Now the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see
vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say
vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say all we want for
vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Till the end they say all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Now the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Till the end they say all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Indeed, during this election, yeah, so all TDN 149 vote without violence. We bring you that Sunday and we program so that you go enjoy them. And we hope that you enjoy them. During this election, it's not to option at all, not. We will focus as a country so that we go get a peaceful election. The program where you watch the current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. You can call we as well and tell we what's in the happen in your area. As present inside the capital city of Freetown, today election-wise, na the Sierra Leone People's Party, na then the campaign, na the capital city of Freetown. And we know say the APC day na the Carine districts, and then for day na Bont and Pujong, na they then supposed for day today the campaign as a political party. So we continue with the program, and we want to continue for look at the peacefulness of the election. And we know the tire for talk about peace, because then time they are the only message that they we suppose for the preach. Now the church demo, now the mosque demo, now we houses them, we say we friend we self, now we gatherings among we party them, we for the talk about peace, because we know say last. Now only way we get peace, now we go get sustainable development, with whichsoever party will win. But if we not get peace, that party they not go able for rule we. If we get peace, that party go able for rule we, and the party go able for bringing development as we wish for getter. The program still they continue, and we ask that before feel free for send your message inside the program, or call we and tell we but waiting they happen like your community, or you find yourself. This is the current event. The program they continue. We want to go to the next topic. We get for do with one of the main opposition party supporters or stakeholders in the person of Dr. Kaifala Mara. Don't take campaign message to the people of Kono. Usai, he emphasized on peace. We know they play the speech, but we just they talk about the efforts we then they make sure say the message of peace touch the man where they don't gather. He reach that mommy where they at the extreme village. And we think say that's very, very important for we politics for now. The only message where the politician them for the send, like we did not say earlier on, a peaceful message. So we want to say thumbs up to all the politicians, not just Dr. Kaifala Mara, but all them politicians there we don't take the message of peace so important than how them for preach any other message this particular time, Ezekiel?
Like we say, Dr. Kelfala Mara, himself don't join in political party, the APC, for circulate the message of campaign in Akono district. You know, one thing about Dr. Kelfala Mara AMADU is that you know, say he's been invited for the position of the president.
Yeah.
Through party, but like after the convention, they happen to say you know able for merge as the president. You know able for win. So like it kind of after that he kind of silence with like with the real supporters of the APCs. They try for kind of get mixed feelings, begin to talk. He kind of just come and keep quiet and go about his business and stay quiet.
Yeah.
We know they say they take active parts in the activities of the party. You know, so like this which he don't do so, he don't kind of send a signal to the supporters them say this is not their own party and they need for support them. So I believe you know for no other side, he go straight na corner where we believe say na they born, na they grow up, but like people them come up from Kabbalah, but na corner him grow up and he born. So like they think about corner and try for good. And one of the statements we I read is he say you know candidate for as a leader, but he come for bring peace because he don't join his brother when a Dr. Samura Kamara will make them promote the peace and see them will come back in power. You know, so I believe APC supporters of all them aspirants for presidential at the APC party. I mean, some of them will join the party in movement for CC and come back in power. I think they're happy for see the young brother for also join them for do the campaign and also promote peace them. And we see Kono na potential area than the way politicians not for just sideline because very key. You know, now very focused area than they. You go down gain the north and the west, then you go down gain the east
and the south.
The south. But like
part of
even though part of the east, even though we see say the east and get some supporters, but like Kono, a very focused area.
Exactly.
And every politician knows say Kono is very important area that one day. So like me say when she see Samura what they say Dr. Kelfala Mara focus and go straight na Kono. That's something you see and you want to tell and people them. But the fact that now they grow up and they don't serve instead of a big person in the country, you know, so you want to go tell them back, say, okay, instead don't join the movement. Instead don't join the movement. So for he practicalize this, he have to go and do it for himself. So I think that's a good one for also join for promotes the peace. Because you know say AMADU then want to work in vied for their positions they are. It's not easy.
No. Then they go through a lot. Yes, they go through a lot.
Spend the money, the energy, this, that, all of a sudden you know it. So like you kind of go for silence first because you get for discourage.
Yeah.
You know, but out of that, you exercise patience and say, okay, this is my party and I need to go and support. You know, and I'm a young man, so I believe say let just continue for push. Now a young man in terms of politics and let not continue for discourage. It's a game, win and loss.
Yeah, politics na game, just like with you, this is so no more. Politics na game is a matter of how you play.
Yeah.
And me are very, very much concerned with the fact that they take this message across. Like you, the brief background where you give about he don't contest for the flag bearership of the All People's Congress. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think twice. But you know, ever get him. But he still continue for say, well, for the Ultimate Party. And now, on behalf of a leader, he don't start to engage Kono people, then especially when other side is. And when it comes to Kono, just like what you've been talk about, politically, Kono a cosmopolitan state. You get different people in there because of Diamond Forest area. You know, say so many people then been there. Then go on the other side because of for the purposes of diamond. Yeah. I mean, or some man on the other side for the purposes of working in a mining company. Yeah. Because you get mining companies then within a Kono day. So you do not say politically it adds for let you determine who that really own Kono.
Exactly.
So the politicians know they take Kono lightly. Everybody want for play side with Kono. Exactly. So seeing Dr. Kaifalamara going to the Kono people, preaching the message of peace, saying I not come as a leader, but I come as somebody who supports a leader of a political party. Exactly. Then I for say, instead they try for make road for young political party, being that that party come out. Exactly. And we go on for say the peace message a better way it puts them as a priority, because we all know the history of Kono when it comes to politics. And this morning, yet to be confirmed, we are here to talk about Madam Dana Konomani, who's been set on the fire. We still the hope for confirmed that news day. So you find out say the youths then are Kono, the young people them are Kono, they really need for be sensitized as to the maintenance of peace during this election year. So because we know under kind of situation they whereby then kind of humor they yourself we don't begin to fly. So if not true, it is again not something way for happen. Not just something way for happen during the same day. Yeah. Kono, we all know say because of the political history of Kono, you always they get violence activities then for happen during election from 2007 to 2018, to by-election, we don't hear Kono name the ring per election violence. And the stakeholders of Kono themselves then get for step up. They get for really step up, especially those within in the political landscape. Therefore, they engage their youths them more. Like I say, one of the agreements that we then signed to, now that then the politicians no go use the youths them for perpetuate violence. Yeah. So we want to see that in the actions of the youth them. And how the youth them go get this awareness, because sometimes when the young people in the see them sin, then they the part and don't go sign. They don't know what's in the part and go sign for. Then for them, no say, then they not just a facade. Then just do a normal for let people then see. Now like a show where then sets up for let people then see, like say, oh, these people are okay. But it left with the politician then for come and cancel and say, look, one of the agreement they will go sign to now that we not use una for violence. So we not go on like any youthman engage in violence, because if we not engage in violence, then they take and say, we the politician then we don't send una. So the politicians get for come back to their supporters, talk to them. And Kono, the message of peace, not to Dr. Kaifala Mara no more. Every politician get for continue for go there with the message of peace. Anyone will go there for emphasize the peace. And because we all know when the war been broke in this country, Kono districts now one of the districts that will suffer greatly. Sure. The districts suffer greatly. So we not go want a situation where the people go end up forget violence they occur in the country because of election. Election at time where all man for be peaceful. And we want to say plenty thank you to Dr. Kaifala Mara and in team for where they go to that part today and go talk about peace business to young man there and then party supporters in other parts of the country. We hope that other political parties and other stakeholders will do the same thing, because many times some other stakeholders know they do their engagements there. Yeah. Then we only do and where the leader they go because they want to say are they for you. Sometimes they do the things for you and the leader not there together. Just like what Dr. Kaifala Mara do so. we want for the get some kind of information. There are more. Say you go on a side, you not only go there for go campaign, but you go there and go lay emphasis on the maintenance of peace. The program where they watch, if you just join we now current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. This is a special program where we organize, but they talk about it in a way they happen like now we can't ski, and we can give updates to fumble them on what's in they happen. Today we don't get to reporters them out at the streets of Freetown, but we they give fumble them updates as to the current events what's in they happen currently na the capital city of Freetown. And we know say na election business, and this now election period, and this now campaign time. So for campaign wise, today na the Sierra Leone People's Party, na then they na the capital city of Freetown, the campaign. And of course the ECSL don't pull them vacancy a lot. They look for people them we go occupy certain position them during this electionary process. If you're a young person, you get interest or serve the country during this election year, so through the ECSL, there is a vacancy within now for the position of polling station managers, ballot paper controllers, voting queue controllers, and many more positions than they. We wish una all the best sooner we go get for apply, but just know say there is a vacancy. At least then you get side where you engage yourself as a young person during this election. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, important for let you engage and also see. Let's say be a particular of the 2023 general elections. Let yourself feel like say yourself get you say just like where we continue for tell the workers them. I watch a movie where they try to promote elections, peaceful and fair. Okay. You know, we are in the staff where they conduct elections. One of the politicians therefore send out talks and for go in order for destroy, for go stop the activities of the elections, stop the voters them, you know, threaten them with guns. Then at the end of the day, they come to the staff and tell them, say, when I need for votes or for write the number, this kind number to this so political party, a person, you know, and the person say, no, you know, go do them because that's no, it is above them and you know, get for do them. You know, so waiting happen, the other team, set of team, they manage, go get the person with in charge, with the control. We like go we get this one, the polling center, I mean, managers, you know, we like, they manage the center, you know, then catch all of farm and they try for threatening and say, okay, ask you call in for make you give this number to this candidate, so that if this candidate will win the elections, you know, they put her under gun. And of course, the lady was threatened and instead of for succumb, you know, order them, they put the number. But like, at the end of the day, what he do, he get for make a call to his own boss and inform them saying that this is not the situation. And he not go able do he do for make it survive in order for pass on the information, you know. So the lady began for end up for pass on the information to your boss and then take them recorded. At the end of the day, the secrets come out and the crooked and playing at elections. I mean, it get for expose and then give the winner to the person, to the next candidate. So that they tell you when I say, in as much as you don't get the opportunity for work for ECSL, you get for actually get work with integrity. Whatever money then show you, no say these things they can't do so now, they can't enter in so now in a 5 years program. So if we not get the right person, no say for complete 5 years. We get for also they in a situation where me and you no go gladly because that money no go sustain you throughout the 5 years of the government will get for camp. So in as much as you are given the opportunity for work for ECSL this June 24 election 2023, you get for actually work with the love you get for your country and work for the love where you get for your people, and work for the love where you get for your own interest, you know, not work in the interest of them politicians there, but work in the interest of we country, Mama Salon. So I think we'll get the ECS gets their own part, and again, in as much as an election day, the people they say where they come vote, then say they get their own part.
Exactly.
The security sectors, they say they get their own parts for play. Like the people the way they come and vote. If you know say you get any issue during the voting day, don't make violence. Make sure so you follow the law, so that if we there for make you vote that day, I believe say we go there for let vote as long as na day you register. But maybe some of them think that will not go able to avoid that. But like if you get an issue, then tell you to wait. You need for patient and wait. No worry. That day, I want let's Sierra Leoneans look at 24 June for give them a day for elections. You know, I believe say all offices except the hospitals, because then you own different. But like give that the day a day for elections. So whatever time you get for spend na the queue, na the line for make you go cast, it will not discourage. You take us in a one vote you get for cast, the what you get for do, which that one they get for do with you.
Exactly.
You know that one they get for do it. The person really get for come first at the elections. You get for do it the person we get for lead the election. Something that just one vote in need for let it pass the number. So you see how that one vote is very important.
Very.
So we want to encourage also the voters for make and also the law abiding. Go peaceful. If they ask you for go stay at the line, go stay at the line.
Yeah.
If they call you, you see them call somebody for go votes. Maybe that person they not disabled or an old person, or you get belly, a pregnant woman, you know, they can give then chances then they for them kind of set of people and they.
Yeah.
So if you see it they happen during the elections day, no say now because of so reason, you know. And again, we get also security personnel, we get the media house, we get the different sets of people where maybe they want to give opportunities for making them cast and vote quick one, because then get for do a lot, then get for work during elections.
Then get for servers, observers.
Like the journalists, you know, they get for, I mean, give them the priority for making them cast and vote quick, because they get for reports elections. We see they happen at elections.
Exactly.
So like if you see that kind of thing that they happen, now for no say, oh, it might be a give chance to journalists for make a go vote. Because you get for reports the things where they happen during the election.
True.
You know, and it's fine for reports them so that you will remain updated. You know, and again the security sectors, I believe you will not have foresee in a situation you go to map at the polling centers with a big gun. Again, people and begin feel say this are affect they can't fit or something like that.
Yes.
We don't have foresee the interference of the police or the military, the OSD. Now the close to the centers, because it go bring threats to the people. And so man, you don't tell you know they see gun, especially the way people in our village. You don't tell you know they see gun, and that day when they go casting votes, you go see long gun.
Yeah.
So it don't create panic in them.
Exactly.
You know, even though then the people then go console them or go tell them say no panic this that boy. In as much as in mind don't panic, that will make it go mess up the ballot paper.
It's true.
And also we know how foreseen the situation, the security personnel go very close to the centers. I don't know their position for these elections. I don't know whether they get for go very close to the centers or they get for stay away from the centers when there is a conflict where they need the intervention of the military for camp, then they camp, or then they at the centers. I don't know how the positions get for them, but I believe say in as much as the elections they go on peaceful, I don't think say there is need for military person for voting map. Outside people and they cast their votes. No. Well, that is not so. I don't know what
yes, it's a very fine observation when you make so. In the last police press conference, the police don't form the partnership. You know, they get tweeting and call MacP. Okay. Already MacP don't start because you see with the number of checkpoints them where they along the roads of Freetown, especially where it only past 9 o'clock, they go to 10. You go see them checkpoint and they don't they mount up now. Okay. Then I will tell you about the MacP. And one of the things that one of the AIG them say on that day in the person of Brahmaja, that then therefore also they in polling centers for provide security. And one of the security they wait and they get for day for provide. Now that's for ensure say where anybody votes, if you go now you host. According to them, they get a certain distance way possible for day away from the polling center. And if you cross that particular area day, I think you go don't go against the law where they go don't provide. But then a very sensitive area where you bring up Nayana that is it that they get for day man at the polling center and with guns? Yeah. Now which kind picture and they print now the minds of voters? Sure. But and see that's not be it. So we go left that for that. But we just hope that the security style where they want for use, you know, go be one way good day for intimidate voters. But it go be one where they provide security for ensure say the election is secured from any form of violence or from then one day we go just one bus like polling center for go scatter ballot paper. Sure. Like what you see happen in a by-election at Freetown Nayaso sometimes back. And we not go want for see them kind of scenario than they. The security sector for they forgive hope to the people them, especially on the day of polling, for sure say when you come to this pool you safe, come you vote and go back safely. Now that's we expect the security sector for day for, especially when it comes to the day for election. And as much as we talk to the security sector, we also want for let people and begin to get some back of their mind say election now one real role you get for play as a voter, which is now morning we say you don't keep your voter ID card now. You take that voter's ID card there, you go na the center, usa you be registered, usa you know say na day na you write full center for votes. You present them to the presiding officers the way you go get for meet on that day. Go by all the instructions where the next people them. Apart from the one where they go tell you say go vote yonder. Now the only instruction and the way we will not go tell you for take. But we go tell you say listen to all the instructions where the electoral officers or the elections officers will get for give you on that day and go you ballots safely. After where you don't cast your ballots, you go put them at the ballot box. After that, one great thing you get, come out to the polling center day, safely. If you want there around this safe, but not all the police say there is going to be a designated distance. Okay. Distance go get for day. Sometimes then go say if for day 10 yards off the polling center, they say 10 yards off. If you're not possible, you want to continue for day around for monitor the process because you're a citizen, you get it right. Make sure say you not there around the polling area. Because the truth is, if we all there around the polling area after we don't vote, the polling center will be very, very chaotic and will not go want to see that situation there. So both on the security sector, as much as we not go want for provide security, we go intimidate people then. Now, so we the people that back there for carry ourselves very, very civil as we supposed to be and we go cast the vote then. Come June 24, if now morning you wake up, go do in the morning, you go about your normal business. Because last, even that day you want to feed your family.
Sure.
You go on for feed your family. And we know say we can't see na day by day. And so much survival line we all defend. So as citizens, Lord, we prepare our mind for be peaceful on the day of election. Because after that day, I go determine it's no longer for better in the next 5 years. Or if we go for sit down back for explanation. So whatever decision where you plan for take that decision, the peaceful one. More we go by the law. Again, we want to let people that know say there is a law where they govern this particular period. A law there where they govern this particular period also. And that law there, it bets anybody will go against that. Then call them the Public Elections Act. We all for no bottom. And if you don't know bottom, but no say, law there where they govern the country at this particular period. Not take and say now because of election, everybody free. No. Law there where they govern we. For any electoral law where you go against, according to the one that way sabi the law, you they pay the consequences. And ignorance of the law, me and you two know say not to excuse. By the time when you go to beg the judge, nobody know, they don't pass verdict. So we they beg. Every Sierra Leonean get for maintain the laws of the land, and law we maintain the electoral policies. Where you go na the polling center, you know say, now here one person get business. Now the next people there. We want for begin the set, we mind them, so that's now. We want for let people that begin know. Then we begin to tell people them say, election day, now you and the next people then get business. And I want guarantee you get for doing that center, which is for go cast your ballots. Once you cast your ballots, you go put another ballot box. You know say if you go back now you host. At least now you get like TDN Africa Media, where we there so for bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. And that day we go there live, or they give you all the updates. Pay attention to the media houses where you believe say go give you the reliable source. And then you listen to the rightful authorities where now they we supposed for listen to for get information for the election. May we not go sit down, we concentrate. So then I will call them fly-by-night media houses then. We're going to give them fly-by-night news. News them, I beg your pardon. Them fly-by-night news go carry with a problem now we country. So we not go want that kind of situation there. Where you come over that day, find a credible media institution like TDN Africa Media. Pay attention to we as we going to give you the real source about the election as it going to unfold on that particular day. If you just join with the program where you watch, now current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media, yourself can be part of this program here. So by way where you go send your text message or call to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments now we comment section. The program still they continue. Remember say this is the program where we look at waiting they happen now we can't see Mama Salome. And all man will say, not you know they will pass the election right now. We'll go for a short break. When we come back, we can continue.
All we want for see, all we want for see. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tribal division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together.
All right, fumble them. Indeed, all we want for see na a vote without violence. That nice short music way to the end they use for send we your message so that people then go make sure say them remain peaceful during and after this election. So vote without violence. That's not the message from TDN Africa Media, and we hope say you enjoy that particular music the way we just play for you now the program. Continue for the watch the program, and remember say you yourself can be part of this program here, so call we and tell we what's in they happen now your community, and whatsoever way you want let TDN Africa Media know but or investigate and reports, but we go there so for bring you that particular information, and or we go there so for follow up on them. This is the program current events, and inside the capital city of Freetown today, politically, now the Sierra Leone People's Party gets the day for campaign, and we know say then they now certain parts of the city of Freetown who say they don't they all them meeting them with them, the supporters them, and we know say they're supposed to get them final meeting now the Atugal Mini Stadium. So we just hope that that will be a peaceful one, as the APC themselves been getting you day before yesterday, and instead been come out peaceful one, although we end up forget report them, we now violence report them. But we hope that today's political campaign by the SLPP will end up peaceful one, and we wish that the next APC campaign will go happen, especially in the capital city of Freetown, will be peaceful without no violence reports, especially who say we not go see them go attack APC Alagba like what happened to Madam Ivona Kisoya. And we hope that the police and those who are responsible for investigate issues like that go look into that, and then the political parties go condemn the kind of act there we don't already they see. So fumble them, we also want for up much small on the topic of debate. We now one of the current thing them back we don't come up. People then they call for debates for the presidency. Fumble they want a debate. Ezekiel.
Yeah, debates I think say necessary for let them continue for the one. Because when they see the Western world, like America, other countries, then they do them. And you never can tell waiting that therefore tell on your voters or add on your voter list. You know, by you participating to the debate, and you're able to convince Sierra Leoneans.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you must get one or two things in way you will able to win somebody's heart, you know. And then we see previous years, we see the last debates between the SLPP and the APC, the person of President Julius Maada Bio and Dr. Samura Kamara, you know. And if you look at President Maada Bio, he cited this bread and butter thing, and which every Sierra Leonean will look forward to, and she say, oh, this person they talk about the lay emphasis on this bread and butter. We actually need somebody for like address that issue there, you know, and he also they talk about the things where they go on at the government, you know, you get some of the you kids in the way they go on at the government. So
yeah, especially.
he also lay emphasis there, and everybody agree. And I think it make some points them for able to win people they had. We like I'm not gonna say, but able for gather some supporters. You know, just like we say, we get some few set of people we like they no side, then they neutral.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
now they one in the way like we say we keep the talk about the manifestos. And then one in the week is so critical. They look at your manifesto, they look at the person, of course, they analyze in experience, in background, educational background, look at in job experience, because you know, find you get a president where like you don't get any work experience history, where for come take the highest seat in the land. You know, you must work on side, you must get the experience. You know, not to a seat where people, if you rely on the people, them no. You know, you get for be very smart, you get for know what you do.
Yeah.
You know, even though you're not an expert in most of the fields, but like your smartness and able for real situation, if you're able for also suggest to somebody when a finance person, if you're able to suggest to somebody when a legal somebody, even though you're not a legal person, but like if legal situation come, if we're at least able to say something related to legal. So, you know, during the debates, we were able to know, say, this person is fit for the position because of his educational. You know, we don't want to send a president where like academically he is not up there. You know, and we want to also present a president where you don't even get the experience, the working experience.
Exactly.
You know, we don't want to forget the president where he gets a kind of stain over in life during the time the way it pass, it work. You know, we don't want to forget that kind of situation. So during the debate, we they see that kind of thing and they all they come up. So in as much as people Sierra Leonean they see forward for another debate, I think we serve support in that area. Not be once again Yeri from them people there. Even though 2018 debates, presidential debates, are the same people there. From the SMPP and the APC, now the same people there. And if we forget another one, now the same people there again. But like I tell you, that one they get for be different because one pandemic, we don't taste 5 years of ruling. And I believe say during the debate, an opponent gets something for say.
Exactly.
And the people also go for listen to the responses.
True.
We get for be.
True.
You know, just like how it been happen in these two political or these two people them.
True.
You know, we see the president Julius Madabio begin for ask Dr. Samura say, and if something they go bad, who are responsible? And frankly enough, and Dr. Samura knows say everything what they go on, now the government responsible. So he give the answer, say now the government responsible. So like you know, President Julius Madabio began for take that one day now, like a point of defeat in that. So kind of then can see in there. So like if we say now we yarn for another one, maybe now this are some of the questions we get for expect. You know, if rents go up, would that responsible?
Yeah.
You know, if fuel go up, would that responsible?
Yeah.
If this thing they embargo, if we're not able to get peace, if freedom of speech, no, they would that responsible?
Yeah.
So I think if the question go back to the, you know, the incumbent president, we can't say anything for answer.
Yeah.
Whether it's the government or the people who want to know.
Yeah.
So we can't yarn for stay and see say let there be a presidential elections and even the mayoral positions, because we see say instead now key positions where everybody want for become a mayor of the town. You know, so we want to also see towards that kind of elections. We even read one of the flyers they go around at social media where one of the media house pull out. But again, yesterday I see the press release from Gento in campaign, where say they're not ready for take part in any of the mayor debates because of the person we organize them not fully gets them consent or not involve them in the process of organizing the mayoral debates. So like they're not ready for take part in that kind of debate. If not, then they organize and they're not ready for take part. But again, in the press release, then they look forward to a credible media house or credible institutions we're ready for stage the debates. So I believe both sides and the one for CC, the debates them and happen.
Yeah.
So, but we know there is too much weight on the presidential union. But like the side of the mayor, we they see the weight of that one day. Yeah.
Yeah. Me, I think for the presidential debate, it's very, very important. And me go on for make a preposition this time around. Although lots of people them can say, oh, English now your official language, or this or that. But for let all man really understand they will lead that they for the hold the next debates, let them do an acrio. The international partners, you understand, then go interpret it to them.
Okay.
Because one of the things again where me don't sense Nayana this. We people them where they don't gander. Not seem for they understand why we they do certain things there.
Exactly.
Yes, I get respect for the English language, but even the last debate, the 2018 debate, we see say from English they end up na Creole because then they want let everybody in this country also understand. Because like you say rightly, there are questions where they need for acts like the incumbent president, right? Dr. Julius Madabio, especially on the area of bread and butter issue, because he spoke on that extensively during the debates. He like really speak on that extensively. And na Creole idua. Na Creole idua. So you get Dr. Samura Kamara, he speak on issues on that day. But he not been there on the advantage in terms of oppose, because if Nadena be the incumbent party by then.
Yeah.
But like what you say, during the debate, so many people then sense out all the leader and quality. Because then you get the ADP with Mohamed Kamarimba, you get the NGC with Dr. Kande Yunkela. You get the party where them be. I mean, Musa Tarawali said been there. You get C4C, former Vice President Sam Sumana. So you find out say by then the debate been tough for the opposition. I mean for the ruling government by then.
Yeah.
So we the wait for C, because this time around we not see C4C. We not see Dr. Kande Yunkela of the NGC. So they're not going for the presidential debate. But even now when we get the other political parties, but nobody else not vocal each SLPP and APC. Nobody. So we not say this particular debate, it go happen between two people them. And that two people them go be the main focus, which is the SLPP and the APC. That of Dr. Madabio, Julius Madabio, His Excellency, and Dr. Samura Kamara as the All People's Congress flag bearer where they want for the office as well. So, but the debate's necessary because the people of this country, that last one being creates impact. So the people want to see the same thing. Now to the mayoral debate. If there is going to be a presidential debate, then why we not supposed to forget a mayoral debate?
Yeah.
We forget them. Well, if the Gento campaign team, according to the press release, where them pull Mr. Siam, but I not be make them a topic because for me, if you are ready for leadership, anything where they call you for prepare yourself for that. I mean, then they show the readiness of your leadership. But if you don't begin to question other people and your own credibility, no say no more, yourself don't begin to show doubts to people then about your own credibility. So me, that way I see that. You know, give any political justification to me. Because if you don't begin to question people the way they organize a debate, who side them say you for come, you market your views, you tell the people that waiting that you plan, and then you don't begin to question that, then you self don't begin to create doubt around your own credibility. Exactly. So whosoever ready for lead we, whether mayor, whether presidential, therefore go the debates. Because Sierra Leoneans, they really, where you gonna sit? They debates. Oh, yeah, you waiting and therefore say for me. The last time then debate. So this time back then for debate.
Then for debate.
Then for debate. Let people them see. Because like you say, the debate they expose lots of things. It oppose the sincerity of them we want for lead we. It expose them personality. It also expose their plans as well to be the people of this country. So why not have a debate? The people of this country, they look forward for a very constructive debate, because we need that to happen. Because we don't, they may not say we are once. And so a lot of people don't accept it now. So we will continue with that. Institutions where now una been set them up, una make sure say una come up with that back again. Like what you say, we get the out question for ask the All People's Congress. Now with the top 10 priorities where they put, we need for ask them how una plan for can succeed on this. And for the SLPP, we get for ask them why. Why didn't you? Because then they already na the own months we did. We sit on at the month. So we want to ask them the why question through the debate. So Sierra Leoneans, they call for the debate, and the debate, lots of Sierra Leonean things say it makes sense. So people are yearning to see a presidential debate. The civil societies, they all get for feel this, then get for make sure say possible. Get for possible. Nobody know for run away from her. As long as the possible one for can take a very important seat, we get for deal with leading the people of this country. The program we watch, if you just join in a current event, when it comes to you on TDN Africa Media, members say yourself can be part of this program here, so by calling or texting the number where they shown on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section. We still they continue with the program, and today inside the capital city as current event, the SLPP politically now then get campaign today na Freetong and the All People's Congress, then they na Karine, Bond and Pujong who say na did in the campaign today. You know the other smaller party they want for talk about them. But then now they're so dull that people don't even know about what they do. We don't even hear it except they don't pull the manifestos them. Ezekiel.
Well, I don't know whether some man just swam it and see and day or something like that, because and again, if you see us about becoming a president at the country of Sierra Leone, you get for tell people what you want for can do.
And if they make themselves known, man.
Yes. Well, yeah, it is something just in and family. You don't even get parliamentarians, you don't even get councillors, you don't even get chairperson, you don't even get contestants for mayorship. So like, let's say if they give you, you know how you get for town. You know, if they give you the opportunity for you to become a president, how you get for town. You know, now the opposition get for flingy so, turny so, make so, because you don't get no parliamentarian way for represent you. Now you way for represent you, you know, in the parliament. You don't get no councillor way for representing at the council. You don't get nobody. You know, you want. So I mean, I think say your government get for there at stake, because the opposition go turn it so it go make it so we want to say something and say no, we not agree. And they are right, because now they're not the majority.
Yeah.
But we know they see and more seriousness in that smaller parties. Yes, you know they see them at all.
Especially, especially, I don't cut you, but especially in the area of opposing the current government.
Exactly.
I mean, you can criticize. If you want to be alternative in doing it, do it. But at least let the people them know say then they. You understand? Let the people them know say then they. And na political party there we plan for come to the helms of power.
Yeah.
You know, but if you look at how the political trend they go right now on free tongue, now few of them they see get poster. Few na then get poster. Few na then get poster.
Yeah, because they no one spend. Because they don't say they just get for lose elections.
But
They
if
not
even
even
you
get
dey-
hope for win.
yeah, if you not get hope for win safe, but you are you the contest for represent you people then, right? If you the contest for represent you people then, speak on behalf of the people. If not that you want, because now many of them, okay, yeah, we understand politics na money because when they go say, oh, we membership very small, so we're not able to get that kind of funding. But I am telling you, with the how Sierra Leoneans they're so open up right now, if you are genuine, if you so joining in where they speak on them behalf, you dey get number. We don't get politicians. They went up and talk. The one when the late Trump, Donald Trump, that man we been they say in Donald Trump, that late Monday, we been bring some sense of humor in the 2018 election.
Yeah.
That late Monday, so we get people that we been believe in them because they see how fast they talk on television.
Yeah.
I can vividly remember one woman once in Akuto. They say me they vote for Donald Trump if they get a symbol. They say because what's happen? The man don't talk say we income. We the woman then now we then at the office. So that I for tell you say if you speak on behalf of the people of this country, especially when you say you want for can lead them, the people then they begin to recognize you.
Exactly.
Advance to be recognized. Now the one that we there right now.
Yeah.
But you see the all mumu. They're not they talk right now. Now only when we announce the name Nayana, people then go know say them they as political parties.
Exactly.
So the people are asking, what are smaller party there? What are the candidates? What's in their own plan? But the people are not they see there at all. No. We hope that one of the smaller parties, they're not going to set up no more for play of democracy. If not that's what I come for. Una no say una no they do well for this country. Because the current events, as people then they talk, where the smaller party there? We know they see there. Then they give them campaign then, but they know they kind we area and this, that. What is the hope for una party? I make we say today we just want for rub months but una no more small. Lord una no say una for try for make una self relevant. Relevant to the people because this is the electionary period. People they not ever say they listen to una because una not to the two big party then. Now because una choose not for talk to the people then.
Yeah.
Now because una choose not for talk to the people then. And una get for no say the people una the yarn for can lead. We get for go all the ballot paper for go vote for una. Are the people of this country and una need for explain to them una own plans as well. Una explain una own plans so that people can go take una serious and not go feel say something una just want let the international partner then give una small money then una lost back.
Exactly. I think it makes sense. So I think in as much as they agree, then self will not say the need for do something.
Yeah.
Because if one can take the edge over these two political parties,
Exactly.
when I make SNPP and APC not can just worry for any political party they come.
At all.
Any new one.
At all.
Because they know say they know they able. They know. They know say they not get they're not able for sacrifice for let them go to the extent that even cost them life for the party with them form. They're not able.
Yeah.
Now make what they make and don't know what they can join them back at the end of the day. So you see, so it sounds funny, you know. Now make the people themselves think say, well, even self with the same they vote for now. When I say self no say when I not get for win because we not they see any marks or any sign for sure say you guys are serious, you know. Because when I not even they go down to people them forget representative na the council, na the parliament. You know, most of the side they are, you know. So I think we actually get for CC themselves they come in line, you know, in as much as again, even though we get them small one, but over the years we see one of the women the way like instead of one time they talk. Also, Isabia.
Yeah.
Yes. If they talk and if they actually they talk,
yeah.
If they engage them, you know, when Femi.
Yeah, of course, in an audience space.
So of course, maybe they try so much, at least in the text, they write on your Facebook page and your Twitter page, they say something about the things that they go on, you know, during the SAPP regime, you know. So I mean, if you forget, they all come on board and say something, some thing there. I mean, they actually they ginger the government for making them see, for making them do something, you know. And yeah, so AMADU, I think we not left out this one. We know say the Sierra Leone police don't receive 25 new vehicles and 10 and drone cameras. I believe say purposely for the elections.
Yeah.
We're able for patrol all over the countries. And when you read down the news, when I say all the vehicles then share them in all of the districts them, and including the drone cameras. And also we just want for we more small and see what's not important of, especially we know say the vehicles now for let them able to access the centers and do them patrol one. But like we want to see what's not important of the drone cameras. We don't know whether for begin take live videos on what they go on during the elections, or even go to the extent, because we know say the drone cameras they can move around, and we don't know whether they can move around and even go to outside the person they casting votes. So yeah, something like that.
Yeah, well, one of the things that we may find out from the last press conference with the police being all like that, then get forgets, I don't know how they call them. Is it snapshot checkpoints?
Yeah.
Like snapshot checkpoints, basically, from the understanding we may get, now that before you have to go to pool something and we don't snap Uda kind inside it. Not there is a standby camera. Not like you go to snap before, but the camera go don't pick you. You know, that's then get forget a strategic area them according to waiting and see. Yeah. And I believe say the drone na something for them overhead shot them like for take.
Sure. Yeah.
But that's on a security purpose, because I don't believe say them they expose the security details. Then just one left ammo them no say they don't give them drone and motorcar them. And like you say, the police them, especially those in the press in the provinces, they need motorcar.
Yeah.
In fact, the motorcar they're not enough for police. Then I go tell you for free.
Sure.
If not for provide security no more, and police then need motorcar, then for bring more motorcar for them, especially those within at the provinces, like I say rightly, because you get some area them. Now one great motorcar na in the another area day. One great motorcar na in the another area day where they serve that one whole particular division day, and you know good for the security of the election. If I let police then get enough vehicles another day for vehicular movement, in that if then call them say, hey, so thing don't happen now, then go able for drive fast and go there.
Yeah.
And we also hope that the police self will take care of them motorcar there, because you don't say that they donate motorcar to them. You don't say that they give them motorcar.
Yeah.
So then self for make sure say them particular motorcar there so we then don't get from the donors for this election so then for all them fine one. And like we say, the police deserve for get more equipment, especially for let them able for carry out the duties in protecting the election.
Yeah.
And so the motorcar and the drone, I mean we know say the drone get some security waiting and call with me, you know go able for explain but that's much. But now a good thing where they make the public no say such kind achievements don't come to the police towards the election in general. And we just hope that they will use the motorcar and the drone them for the right purposes. So number one, for see a case tomorrow where one man they fly the drone based on the fact saying I get the lane for fly the drone.
Yeah, exactly. I think it makes sense, and we know what's in vehicle capable for do.
Yeah.
It is easy out your movement quicker, and election time we know for underrate them. Yeah, like especially the voting materials get to be accompanied by security so that on the way nothing not get to take place.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very important we at least the Sierra Leone police able for secure them when they are. And again, you know enough, just like you say, you know enough. So we just simply to do know them. Make them remember again the Sierra Leone police for more vehicles, especially the up country. You know, because when they actually the street, you will see a whole division, so then not just one motorcar, two motorcar, and something out of these two now one day in good condition. So something like that. Yeah, so it left family enough afraid, say all lengthy away the police don't acquired now for make them carry out their activities fine one. Yeah, so we just want for say the elections they now corner and let una go abide to the rules and regulations where the ECSL Lompool and we all know say the law in they always wait for order the church and they could go and better at the end of the day. Yeah, so now that's about it. So these things are very important and good news for the Sierra Leone police and other things. But maybe we don't know whether is it by donors or like but from this the news the script I read, I think now from the government able for secure then a small number of things for the police. Yeah. Right. So that's beautiful that we Sierra Leone government able for secure the thing there. And from we taxpayers, you know, from the money where they can collect every day from people, and that's good. So now make the people them expect the good from the politicians, because at the end of the day, out of waiting people and they pay, now them money then they use for them per diem, now them money then they use for pay them, now them money then they use for do a lot of things, you know. Now them money then they use for pay, then loan, then they take from international donors them and loans, and also it's very important for make them value their citizens, because you know me say when you are voted in, you're not minister, you're not president, so that you expect people for come and serve you. Now you for serve the people, you know, but Sierra Leone are the opposite. You know, now we for serve the president. You know, when we see the president, can't see how they make, you know, but we feel the fact that the president self need for serve we, need for work, because now job we don't offer for 5 years, you know, 5 years contract to get for the people of Sierra Leone. So we want in a situation, in as much as you do work for Sierra Leoneans, we want you for make you respect we, but in return we say not the same person people then vote for. They go all out in order for CC it deserve or it gets the vote. With the CC at the end of the day, when they don't kind of power, for let that person they self talk, what thing they do, not a problem.
Exactly.
In Poland, in Ketchum, in lock and a cell, jail for many years. Somebody the jail for the jail total in time come out. Pass all that government come. It's say then follow up the case again and say okay, this then just do them this way, but you know be actually guilty over what they allege, you know. So we want to see politicians respect the citizens, respect the new people, you know. This is payback time. What you don't pay to the people, what you don't do to the people, now him they come back and pay you. You know? Yeah, so that's something like that.
All right, yeah. That's not true. That's not true in all which you say. And before we dey go fumble them, we want for give an update. And one current event again, if fumble them, you know, prior to this time, on the 17th of this particular month here, so we don't today, we been get notification from the judiciary of Sierra Leone. We see they don't receive an objection against the candidacy of Dr. Samora Kamara. In that case, they been there between the ECSL and Dr. Samora Kamara, and then been soon a court. So according to the court, they say the action filed by Paul Kamara and Reverend Almami Colson Toure against the Electoral Commission, Dr. Samora Kamara, and the APC party has been struck out for non-compliance with the Rule 90 of the Supreme Court's rule public notice of number 1 of 1982. Then they come out from the judiciary of Sierra Leone. According to which I understand that the court don't reject that particular application day, that particular objection day for a non-compliance of a particular statute within states, say rule number 1 of the Act, the electoral, I think Electoral Commission Sierra Leone. So that na for tell all would have been the hope say Supreme Court go get for sit down on the matter, that the matter don't be rejected by the court again. So that now another current event, and we feel like say people then for know about that, and we go try by all means or get somebody from the court for talk to me, but that now one of the programs them na yaso. But that now the latest that the judiciary of Sierra Leone don't struck the application where Paul Kamara and one Almami Colson Toure being filed against the ECSL, Dr. Samora Kamara, and the APC party. So we'll go for a short break, and where we can now, we can put the cuts in down for the program today.
That's a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say,
vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say,
Vote without violence.
vote.
All right, fumble them. Welcome back to the program. And we not get enough time at the program again. We want to tell plenty thank you to all our esteemed viewers. We don't watch we from where this program here so start. We want to let you know say this is TDN Africa Media, and we're there for to bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. But today we wait on to bring the program current events to in a new name na AMADU Esba. They say tata tete, we meet back and have a wonderful evening.
My name na EZEKIEL KOROMA. We thank you for listening to we. Bye-bye.
Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, Feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say,
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, Feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in
Vote
peace.
without violence.
Till the end they say,
Vote without violence.
vote in
Vote
peace.
without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Till the end they say, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.